Second time recording this audio. I'm not really gonna be putting too much of an edit on this video. I'm not gonna be monetizing this video at all in the future. Um, if you do hear chirping in the background, my smoke alarm needs to be changed, so I do apologize in advance for that. I'm trying to get that done as soon as possible. And for kind of a warning, I tend to laugh to cope with certain things and be very loud and vocal. So if it disturbs you, if it makes you uncomfortable, if it triggers you, then I do deeply apologize for that. It's not that's not the intent, but this is heavy. So about a couple of days ago, it's been a couple of days now, we got the unfortunate news that Akira Toriyama had passed away, the creator of the Dragon Ball series. And I mean, I don't even know where to like. You know how like you have these things that like almost like forge who you become or became as a person, and all these things to where it's just like, it was implemented at a young age, and it's damn near how like you create how you inspire yourself, how you get inspired by others, and everything else like that. There are people who I watch that do nothing but Dragon Ball content, and it's something that I've been attached to since I was a kid. And the person who started it, who has been doing it for so long, is he? He's not. I just, it's in my mind. It's just such a wild. It's such a wild feeling to like have to accept that. Like, and I apologize because like you can go watch Siriax's video. He's a lot less emotional, not less emotional, but he's a lot more tamed about this sort of thing. I might be a bit angrier because I just don't. I don't. Why? And I get it. Like he had a very um trying to say the word here. He had a very fulfilling life, and we should be grateful for his work. Even now, we shouldn't like dwell in self pity or any of that. And I'm not advocating for any of that. I do think that we should all still push forward and live our best lives honestly and as positively as we possibly can, and really take inspiration from his work. But on the flip side, I just need to have a conversation. Like I need to understand something, because yes, everyone does leave this world eventually, but I feel like when it happens and it's something or someone who you're close to or that is part of who you are, it's not just you lost. Like it's not something that I can just like rewire. Like I gotta. There are games, there are movies, there are shows, there are even beyond just the Dragon Ball aspect. There's countless other anime that take from it, and you like mentally. I won't even say mentally, emotionally, even like you will feel like that presence when you're watching it now. And I'm just sitting here like, why would no? Like it's such a surreal feeling, because just like it's like now I can now watch that and not know this. I can't watch that and ignore this feeling I have. And the craziest part about this situation is that like, so I grew up with Dragon Ball Z specifically, but I never watched the original Dragon Ball series. And I want to say a couple of weeks ago I started watching Dragon Ball. I'm like, okay, it's kind of fire. It's a little weird. It's a little weird at first. Okay, I see where the humor was coming from, and it was definitely, it was old shonen, and I was kind of living the moment, a bit of nostalgia there. And then like this happened a couple weeks later. I'm just like, why would you do this? I don't. I just. It's so hard for me to like contain just how much this affects me, and it's part of the reason why like I I've been trying to like kind of put stuff out, but the problem with me is that I can't fake things. I can't fake emotions. I can't fake enthusiasm. I can't fake hurt. I can't fake any of that. I can't fake interest with stuff. for me, it's like even when I do that, I can tell like that's somebody else, and I have to keep my mind constantly preoccupied. And when I got this news, like even today while I was working my day job, my night job being YouTube and everything else. Even today when I was working at my job, I was just sitting there like my eyes kept like watering. I'm just sitting here like, I mean, I'm not tired. What's going on with me? Like, do what is happening? And I I would say like I've never lost anyone close to me, like like anyone who I knew or anything. Well, I can't say that. I there's a few people who I have lost, but I wasn't close to them. And the closest experience I've had to this is when I lost my dog, which I mean, she's with me at all times. Like she's tatted. Like the day that I found her, when she passed, is like tatted on me. So it's just for me like life becomes so much more important, or I shouldn't say so much more important, but it became so much more apparent how little time we actually have. And with this news, it's just crazy to me how easy it is to just be gone like that. And like, yeah, we when I say like I need answers, and everything else, I know that it's just like, oh well, you could probably like find something in his health and whatnot, but I don't want to say it's spiritual because I'm not really like a religious person, so I don't want to open that like Pandora box. But it's definitely one of those things where it's just like I gotta. Why do you take him early? It had to be early, right? Because like there's no way. Just and then like the timing with me starting the Dragon Ball series, like it could have happened at any time, but it just when stuff like this happens, it's like you want it to make sense, and it just doesn't. Like having to accept the reality that this shit just happens. And it could be also part of my childish nature, and how I view certain things. But when I think about what inspires me, I think Dragon Ball, I think Naruto, I think One Piece, I think Bleach, I think these original anime that I grew up watching and or looking at, playing their games. The amount of things that I've done with this, how could you? When you guys, and I guess my thing is anyone who does watch this, I don't want you to take home the message that mental is, well, I'm not even gonna put mental, I'm gonna put Demar there. Like, and this is me kind of just like coming to the forefront because like I can't even be in YouTuber mode. I have to be myself at this point. I don't want you to leave here thinking Demar is just like he doesn't know how, he doesn't like see all the work or appreciate what he did. And all things considered, I do. I I would say it inspires. Goku alone inspires me every day, but it's how deeply rooted Akira Toriyama's work is into like our everyday lives that make it like I can't just be okay. I can't just say, you know what, this makes sense, or like he did these amazing things. It's like no, because I'm a bit angry. I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit lost. I'm a bit what the. Mm. And for me, it's so much. If it, I won't say for just for me because I'm pretty sure there's other people out there who feel this heaviness now, to where it's just like I can't just go to the gym without carrying this this thought that like I can't give up because Goku wouldn't, you know? Like I can't just go to the gym and think that. Now it's like now it's attached to it. Now it's, you know, the amazing work of Akira Toriyama. And it's not, it's kind of like when you read something and it says the author and it says by this person. Now it's just, it's when you see that, it's a memento. It's something that reflects like this is what they did from point A to point B. And they won't be like, they won't be doing anything else. And like, I just don't think I'm ready. I wasn't ready. Like I needed more. We got Spark and Zero in the back corner. Fighters just got rolled back. What? I needed more. I just and I guess the one thing I will say for me as well as my audience is that like never feel like you have to be ashamed of being angry or being loud or crying or maybe something is so ridiculous that you have to laugh it off, and like some people may misinterpret that, some people may find that disrespectful. Understand you are who you are. You are allowed to have those feelings. You are allowed to cope. You are allowed to express those without feeling judged, without feeling hated, without feeling scorned by other people. And it's normal. It's normal to feel that. And I think like part of the reason why I really needed to wait to do this video is because I did not know how to I didn't know how to make sense of it, and I still don't. And like I'm trying to kind of vocalize it now and be like, hey, you know, this is how I feel, but it's gonna be a minute. It's going and it's just I don't want to ramble too long, and I don't want to keep like repeating myself. So I'll try to end it here, or in a couple of minutes. But I just if I were to leave anything at towards the end of this video, it would be thank you, Akira Toriyama. I never got to meet him, you know, in starting my life up now. There's a lot of stuff that I am starting to do, and I would say something that heavily inspires me is just anime and the world I grew up in, surrounded by it. The fact that like, you know, even my teachers back when I was young were like giving me like coloring books with like my favorite characters, be it, you know, Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, all these different. I just feel like I don't know how to say enough how impactful this man has been on my life, and I'm sure he's been impactful on so many others. May he rest in peace. And yeah, I don't even think I just oh my god. Um, this video will not be monetized. I'm probably only going to share it on Twitter, and whoever sees it. But I needed to kind of just say something because I think even now I'm just trying to deal with the fact that someone who connected so many people, like, well, someone who connected so many people with something that I've like grew up with, that I've been attached to my entire life, has left us. And I don't know, it just feels like it was too soon. But I don't know. I don't want to get into it because then it's gonna be a whole thing. But this yeah. I I really don't have anything else to say. I don't want to keep refuting the same points. So, as I said before, thank you, Akira Toriyama, for all the amazing work you gave us and the time you had on this planet. And well, we're all still gonna be watching your work after this. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, all right, if you're watching us from above, I'm just telling you right now, we still gonna be talking about it. We still gonna be talking about it. So, yeah.